So in this movie, Leo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt go within a dream, within a dream, within a dream to steal stuff out of this guy's consciousness. And they wear nice suits while they do it. So I thought I'd take a little cue from them and do the same. But the question is, right now are you watching a review within a review within a review? Reviewception. Inception stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Tom Hardy, Ken Watanabe, Ellen Page, Marion. It also stars Cillian Murphy, Michael Caine, and Tom Berenger. That's a good cast, and it's directed by Christopher Nolan, the guy behind these genius movies. How can this movie fail? It deals with the world of the dream, and Leonardo DiCaprio uses the world of the dream to commit heists. He goes inside your consciousness and steals ideas before you can capitalize on them or whatever, and sells them to other people or steals them for his own personal gain. And he's not allowed to go back to America because it's something that happened to him in his past, and so he finds a heist that he can capitalize on. Ken Watanabe gives him an opportunity. If he does this for him, he can actually go home and see his children and stuff, and you get an amazing movie. The best movie of 2010 for sure. And one of the best movies to ever come out. I mean, come on. Chris Nolan did a great job here. He wrote and directed. It took him since before maybe he even made Memento, I think. He's been working on it forever. And when he finally made it, he did it so good. Leonardo DiCaprio in this movie is fantastic. He does such a good job. He has such a deep character with a lot of personal pain in his past, and he's got a lot to overcome. He's so good at also being this consummate professional, and he knows exactly what he's doing. He's a genius. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, really good. This is one of the first movies where people are like, hey, that kid from Angels in the Outfield and Third Rock from the Sun. It's pretty good. Tom Hardy, this was the first discovery, if you will, of Tom Hardy, because he showed up in the old Star Trek movie where he played Jean-Luc Picard's twin, or something like that. I think it was his clone. And then he had Bronson, but it wasn't like everyone saw Bronson. No one really did. It was more of a small film, but this is one where people are like, that frickin' guy is awesome. And then look at him now. He's a big star. Ken Watanabe, fantastic in this. Ellen Page, best performance of her career. She's so good. Marion Cotillard, same thing, just amazing. Cillian Murphy, great. He's really good. I want to see more of Cillian Murphy. Where is this guy? That guy needs to be in more movies. The writing of this movie is so dense. This movie, you'd think it'd be so easy to just get lost with it. Like, okay, they're going in dreams within dreams within dreams to do this. How do the rules work? What? I'm so lost. But no, they convey information really well. You know, there's some scenes that feel really exposition heavy, but they're explaining it to people that don't know. Example, the audience, without actually looking at the camera and going, you see, you don't know this, so I'll tell it straight to you. This is how it works. They get close to doing that by explaining it to someone like Ellen Page, who is new to this world. And I think they do it clever enough. I actually got what was going on. First time I saw this movie, I actually got about 90% of the movie and everything that happened. And then second viewing, I was like, okay, I get it all. Makes sense. And I'm thankful. Chris Nolan did a good job of not having us, the whole movie, just being like, what? Oh God, I'm lost. So thankfully, the writing works really well. It's such a dense movie. But where this movie stands out most is the visuals and direction by Chris Nolan. He directs a great movie, and the visuals. You get a scene where a city basically folds over on itself. Take my money. I wish I could have saw this in theaters. I actually have recently, but not back in the day. I didn't know about this movie for some reason. Like, I was like, that looks cool, but I never got to see it. But now that I work at a theater, I was just like, got the Blu-ray, got the amazing Blu-ray that has the best picture quality possible. Okay, I'm gonna sit here in the theater by myself and watch it, and that was really awesome to do. Maybe the special effects in that fight where Joseph Gordon-Levitt has a fight in a hallway where it's zero gravity and it's basically just fighting. Oh, he starts moving on the walls and the ceiling and everything. My God, how did this not win all the Oscars for best visual effects? I don't know. What it reminds me of that really pisses me off, for some reason, I know this, the MTV, was it the MTV Movie Awards or something? Something like that, or Teen's Choice Award, one of those shitty shows. It was like best fight, not Warrior, not Inception, but they gave it to like Hunger Games, the final fight in the first movie. Come on. Come on. The music by Hans Zimmer is so good. It gets you emotional in a couple scenes. Like the direction, the acting, and the music all work together in a couple scenes. I shed a couple tears actually in one scene with Cillian Murphy and his father. I was just like, dang, The feels. I got feels. What's going on? And the last scene in the movie, also start crying there. This movie's very emotional at times, for me anyway. And yeah, it's just so perfect. I love it. This movie works so well, and this whole creative process of how cool it is to, yeah, I'm going in your dream, and how's the world around it affect me? Well, you know, time passes differently in a dream, because you feel like you're in there for 10 hours, but it's only been 5 minutes. And all these other little details of how the dream world works. It is so cool. It's an emotional, amazing, jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring movie, and I just love it to death. Inception is one of my favorite movies of all time. I'd give it an A+. So comment below, tell me what you thought of Inception. Of course you've seen it by now. If you want to, you would have. It came out back in 2010. I also reviewed Fight Club. That came out in 1999. So yeah, a couple of old reviews here, but movies that I really want to talk about. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, as I said. And yeah, comment below, tell me what you thought of it. And what's your favorite heist movie? Because this movie is a heist movie. Mine, you know, let's just ignore Inception for a second, because of course it's the most creative and awesome. I also like movies like Heat. I also like stuff like The Town. What's your favorite heist movie? And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.